I would love to get into the nuts and bolts and like the framework and the process and how someone that's listening to this can get started. But then how you buy something for $300 and flip it for $1,200. That's fascinating. And it seems like how could there be it doesn't seem very efficient, which means you're making money in the inefficient market. So I'm all ears. I have a notebook here. Let's hear it.
All right. So Caleb, we're going to use you as a case study. You're going to be my seller. So
Amazing.
where do you live?
I live in Denver, Colorado.
Okay. So you're in Denver, Colorado. I'm going to assume that you own 5 acres of raw land in Arizona.
Amazing.
And you owe $200 in back taxes. So you're essentially advertising 2 important things to me. Number one, you have no emotional attachment to that raw land. You're in Colorado, property is in Arizona. And number two, you're distressed financially in some weird way because we don't pay for things like, our property taxes. We don't value it in the same way. As a result, the county treasurer keeps sending you notices saying, Caleb, if you don't pay your property taxes, you're going to lose this property to a tax deed or a tax lien investor. So all I'm going to do is look at the comparable sales on your 5-acre parcel. I'm going to take the lowest comparable sale for the last 12 to 18 months. I'm going to divide by 4. And that's going to get me what Warren Buffett would call a 300% margin of safety. So I don't want to be like the housing guys and send you an actual, just send you a letter saying I'm interested in buying your land. I'm going to send you an actual offer. So let's say that the lowest comparable sale is $10,000. I'm going to send you an offer for $2,500 for your 5-acre parcel. Now, for you, you accept it because for you, $2,500 is better than nothing. In reality, 3 to 5% of people accept my quote unquote top dollar offer. But now that you've accepted it, I have to go through due diligence or in-depth research. I have to confirm you still own the property, to confirm that back taxes are only $200. I have to make sure there's been no breaks in the chain of title. There's no liens or encumbrances. I want to make sure there's legal access, ingress or egress, right? What's the roads like? What are the neighbors like? So I have this whole checklist. I want to get the plat maps, the aerial maps, the satellite maps, the GIS maps. All this is outsourced to my team in the Philippines, who's connected to an American title company, costs about $11. So now everything checks out. And now I'm going to sell this property 30 days or less and make a cash flow like a rental home. So I have a built-in best buyer. Do you know who it is?
No.
The neighbors.
Oh,
So I'll send out neighbor letters saying, hey,
yeah,
here's your opportunity, protect your privacy, protect your views, know your neighbor.
Yep.
So oftentimes neighbors will buy. Now, if they pass, I'll go to my buyer's list. My buyer's list passes. I'll go to a little website you may have never heard of. It's called Craigslist.
Okay.
10th most trafficked website in the United States. Right.
Yeah.
And Zillow's not a bad place either.
Yeah.
So you can do Craigslist, Zillow. Only thing with Zillow is you need to have a physical location. So you can't be the northeast quarter, the southeast quarter
Makes sense.
of raw land, right? But if you got like an infill lot, Zillow's great. And then I'm going to go to Meta or the Facebook groups, Marketplace, and again, other groups that people are going to be buying and selling anything. And then I'm going to go to the lands, landmodo.com, landandfarm.com, landsofamerica.com, landflip.com, landhub.com. These are platforms where people buy and sell raw land every day. But the way that I'm going to sell it is where the magic happens. So all I'm going to ask for is a $2,500 down payment. And then I'm making a car payment. So $2,500 down, $339 a month at 9% interest for the next 84 months. You can own Caleb's 5-acre parcel. So one-time sale. I get my money out on the down, or maybe I'll go 6 to 10 months out. Then I get $339 a month at 9% interest for the next 84 months. No renters, no rehabs, no renovations, no rodents. And because I'm not dealing with the tenant, I'm exempt from Dodd-Frank, RESPA, and the SAFE Act. All there's onerous real estate legislation. So it's a simple game. Can we create enough of these land notes where our passive income exceeds our fixed expenses? And now we're working because we want to, not because we have to.